time to do some cooking. I'm not going to stir fry anything. That says stir fry noodle. This is actually a microwave dish. Everything I'm going to show here I bought at Walmart. Oh, that's a potent sauce. It usually makes me sneeze. That's the first time it's made me cough. Of course, I had my face down in it. Trying to make a good video. One thing about my cooking sessions is I don't do recipes. I just do cooking. I think some people might appreciate that. One of the fun things about this little pack of stir-fry noodles here is that the actual directions say just throw whatever you want in. See right there? Get creative. Add your favorite blah blah blah, leftovers and blah blah blah. So this is a really fun dish. I'll chop up some more carrots. Got some cauliflower, some extra firm tofu. This guy here, we're gonna make some soup. This is fun. I got on this kick a while back and haven't made it for a while. I'll show you that here in a second. I had a little broccoli hanging out in my fridge. Throw that in there. I found these noodles about 2 weeks ago and I've been cooking them. Maybe this is my 6th or 7th time. And I had to go up to Walmart to get some more ingredients because I'd been running out. Like I say, you can just kind of throw any leftovers you got in the fridge. Just throw it in there. Cauliflower action. I don't want to put too much of that in there. Tofu nuggets. Throw in 3 of these little green onions. I like leaving these little chunks with the roots on them. Those are fun. The directions say a 1/4 cup of water, but I put in about a 1/3 cup of water. I also cooked this for about 1.5 minutes longer than it says to be cooked. Stir it up real good. One problem is these noodles are kind of firm and stuck together. So it says to cook it for like 4 minutes or 5 minutes, but I cook it for like 2.5 minutes in the microwave, and then I take it out and stir it up real good and then finish cooking it. And if you have meat to put in here, some meat leftovers, you don't want to cook it the whole time. But I like to try to get everything in that water. That's why I put more water in it, because it just doesn't seem like enough to get everything mixed in with the sauce. So I'm gonna cook it for, like I said, 2.5 minutes in the microwave. Get everything heated up. Those noodles will break loose. While that's cooking, I go into the fridge and see what's left over. A little chunk of meat I saved. Alright, see how loose those noodles are now? It's just so much easier to stir and mix up if I don't throw it out there. Let's see. Okay. So down in the bottom there, if you can see that, see the liquid down there? I'm trying to get everything mixed up in there. So like that tofu will soak up all that good juice, and so will this meat. The carrots somewhat, not a lot, but it gets in them onions and stuff, and that's what you want. Get that mixed up. And I almost forgot, I have these little bouillon cubes hiding out in my cupboard. I haven't used those in a while, and I found that taking one of these little cilantro guys, breaking that up and putting that in there is really good. I meant to get at Walmart, I forgot. There's a box of these that are red. I forget what they're called, but I put one of those in there too. They're kind of hot. It kind of makes it a spicy dish. It's really good too. That's when you want to throw your leftover meat in there, if it's already cooked, of course. Make sure that gets down there in a little pond full of deliciousness. Soak up all that flavor. Back in the microwave for another 3 minutes or so. Till it gets good and steamy. Supposed to cover it too, so I just use one of these paper plates like that. Does the job. Actually, I'm just gonna set that in the microwave. I'm not gonna cook it yet. Get the soup going. This is fun. You're gonna like this if you've never seen this before. I got into this about 6 months ago or so. I seen this and tried it. It's delicious. I kind of get hooked on some stuff and I'll do it for a few months and then come back to it a few years later. Just follow directions on here, real easy. It's called egg flour soup. You get this cooking and then you throw in an egg. It's pretty cool. You're gonna like it if you've never seen it before. Ah, dang it. That's hard to do one-handed. Last time I did it really good. Oh boy. I don't think we want that in there. Hi, Chris! What we want to do is stir this like this and slowly add this egg in here. Fun little guy to cook right here. It's done. What do you think about that? Let's see if I got this timed right. Isn't it weird how the camera does that to digital displays? I thought that's kind of weird. Kimchi is a cabbage dish. Korean marinated cabbage. Sometimes it's made with fish oil, and I think that's kind of gross. This one at Walmart here has no fish in it, so I like this a lot better. It's kind of spicy. It's really good. It's kind of like a side item. You can have this with hamburgers. This is delicious, like hamburgers and sandwiches. You don't put it on it, you just put it as a side and you kind of nibble on it. That's just wonderful. So we've got Korean kimchi, Chinese egg flour soup, and I don't know if those stir-fry noodles were considered Thai or not. So we kind of got a good combo going, and what I'm going to do is just use my little plate here I was using for a lid or a cover. We're going to throw the kimchi on that. Here's how those noodles turned out, and this is just going to be delicious. Gotta make sure you get down into that puddle of awesomeness down there and get all that stuff soaking in. That's why I put a little more water into it. It doesn't seem like it has quite enough water to get everything down in there. See how that tofu has turned. Well, that might be the meat actually. Where's the tofu for sure? It's hard telling now. Either way, the meat and the tofu is both definitely soaked in. Oh, that goodness. There's some tofu right there. Soaking in that juice. That's what you want right there. Okay. I just took the lid off the kimchi and look at it. Look at that bubbly goodness. It's actually going to start overflowing. I guess that means it was sealed properly. So this kimchi is probably the most expensive thing I've shown in my videos as far as cooking. It's like $5. But see how much I took out of there? Look at that. All that. I'm just barely out of the section where the lid's at. So I had everything timed pretty good. It's all still nice and steamy. There's a nice bowl of that soup right there. Look at that. Isn't that just awesomeness? Look at that. Let's taste it, see what it's like. Oh, it's so good though. On that package of soup, it says it's enough for 3 people. 3 people each get a bowl like that. And depending on how hungry you are, I mean, I'm gonna eat all this, and this right now myself, but you could probably feed 2 people with this bowl of noodles here. And that, like I say, there's a tremendous amount of cabbage in that little jar. You see how it was bubbling when I opened it and overflowing? I mean, they just have that stuffed in there so tight. That's what makes it worth $5. And like I say, if you've never tried kimchi before, give it a try. It's really good. I mean, it's really good for you too, you know. Good crunchy stuff. Tons of flavor. If you don't like cabbage, it really won't matter. Try that. It doesn't really, I mean, you wouldn't really think it's cabbage. Let's try some of this. Get one of the little carrots on there. Mr. Carrot. It's good. And the trick to this is, see how I got rid of that little puddle of sauce that was down there? It's totally gone. And that's why I put more water in there. So now I have that real flavorful sauce just all soaked into all the ingredients. That's how you're supposed to eat the kimchi. See how I'm doing that? Take a bite of this. Over here. Get some of that. What do you think, Chris? Huh? Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks for watching. Say bye, Chris. Say bye, Chris. Can you say bye? Come on, Chris. I forgot to give the prices of the soup. That was like $1.09 or something. Right about $1. And this was like $2.50. The noodles and the sauce, the broccoli and carrots and stuff, and meat and tofu, maybe another 25-50 cents of that stuff in there.